so unfair. That the first thought that ran through my mind after I received my scores. Well, let me tell you my story. It's very sad actually. I studied very hard for exam. I tried to finish my homework with as many correct answers as possible. And I practiced and practiced and practiced and even stay up late. But at the end, I don't get the score I want. Why? Clearly, I tried so hard and put so much effort into studying. And this is what I got? Why wasn't I born a smart kid so my life could be much easier? I don't have to stress myself every single time there's a test coming and don't have to depress myself after I have got my scores back. Why wasn't I born a smart kid so I don't have to feel sad and think of myself as a disappointment? Or in a closer life example, for instance, I'm looking through my phone on a random sunny day and there's a news. Let's just say BTS, yes, this boy band right here. I know they're beautiful and I'm desperate to meet them. Let's say they have in Gangnam song and I'm here 2,000 miles from them. And not to mention, I am completely broke and have no albums for signing. Again, why? We're all in the same family, all have the same idols. Why can't I have any opportunity to meet BTS when why they do? It's so unfair to me. I deserve to meet them too. Relatable.
As you can see, in life there are so many situations that makes you feel frustrated to say, why is life being so unfair to me, right? And the phrase, life is unfair, is exactly what we're talking about in this Tech Quiz today.
So let's ponder for a minute what affects fairness.
One of the factors that affect fairness, that is profit. Profit here, I mean, is one's benefit from doing a job. This can include money, food, etc. For example, two men doing the same job, same position, but one gets less wage than the others. What would you think?
Well, he may get jealous, wondering why he got less money than the other one. And from that, artistic fights and biased thoughts happen. As you can see very clearly that there have been a lot of protests by citizens around the world complaining about salary and taxes.
Here, we would like to introduce you the labor strike in India. It was considered one of the most important protests that affect the world and the India economy themselves.
On September the 2nd of 2017, there were approximately 160 million workers went out on the street, standing in front of the City Hall building and raised up their protest signs. Because the world economy has been developing, which means they can't afford prices, leads to lack of food and poverty. So they demand the government to increase their salaries alongside with better health insurance and social security.
Not just money, anything that creates any differences in the outcomes will be considered as unfairness, such as differences in treating manners, sexes, or human rights.
And the second thing that's caused the most controversial is what I call mentally attack.
Fairness can be changed when people give you a compliment, a praise, or in the opposite way is backed by and biased judgment.
In a society full of challenges, competitiveness is a thing we can't avoid, and this kind of verbal judgments somehow have kicked off the conflicts. People start comparing themselves with each other, discriminate oneself from the society, and worst of all, is create hatred between man and man.
But Fang, biased words are just one part of the problem. The thing that really matters is how you react to what you heard.
When we got attacked by words, negative or positive feelings, negative or positive emotions will impact on our negative and positive impacts will affect our emotions.
Specifically, when someone praises you, you may become overconfident and look down on everyone. From that, you will treat people differently and your manners may change.
On the other hand, when you hear your friends comment negative things about you, I think you will separate yourself from the class and let those negative emotions overwhelm you.
You can see that life isn't unfair itself. The fact is the narrative of life is unfair is just an illusion of the misunderstanding in our thoughts. When we face a problem, instead of figuring out the solution, we blame life.
So how can we stop thinking life is unfair?
The answer is simple, that is self-conscious. Whenever you face a problem or any comparison, you have to understand yourself first.
Because judgments are often unbalanced and biased, so you shouldn't react to it right away. Instead, keep calm and analyze your thoughts. Remember to always know your stress. What if there is something in you that they don't have?
To be clear, Hank, let's go back to one of your example earlier, shall we?
Well, earlier I said I study and work so hard, but when it comes to exam, I'm always running behind. It's so unfair to me that some people, they don't even review, but they still have very high scores.
Hank, I'm really sorry that it makes you feel sad, but the way that you're thinking about the situation is not entirely correct. You see, the score has made you compare yourself with the classmate, and then you feel disappointment about yourself, right? But think again, look at the different side. Your personality may be better than them, you are more hardworking than them. Isn't it the thing that you need to appreciate?
Well, I think you're right. I may not be as smart as they are, but at least I tried and I should credit my effort for that. And also, I don't really need anyone else to also recognize that. I'm the one I should realize that first, the one I should understand, and the one I should love.
For the same story which leads to our talk, all we want to say is that stop blaming life. Your failure is your decision in the way you deal with it. And you know what, Hank? Maybe someday in the future, your hard work day will pay off.
Well, at the end, I hope you can all realize the fact that life isn't unfair. It only depends on your perspective. Look at the right side and love yourself. Thank you.